Jillian from Jillian Vance Design here, and I'm here with my mom Bunny as usual.
Hello.
So, welcome to our April 2021 one-of-a-kind craft-along. So, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering why we're showing our faces, as well as why we're not live. So, I have a good excuse. We are in the car on the way to Atlanta right now because I got cast to be an extra in one of my favorite Netflix shows. So we are on the way to do that. And we are actually live in the comments, so I will be talking to you guys. We're probably pulled over in like a McDonald's parking lot right now, talking to you guys and answering any questions that you might have about this craft along or anything else. So keep, telling us where you're watching from and all that fun stuff because we love to chat with you. It's going to be weird to not chat with you during the actual thing, like during the live video, but we're really excited. And so should we just get into it?
Yeah.
She is going to do this project, but I'm going to talk a lot about everything going on because we have some cool announcements.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's go. Show special is important, so we have 20% off your purchase of $25 or more. This is excluding our craft along bundles and our sales section because we are getting ready for an in-person show. So if you're in the Northern Ohio area and feel comfortable coming to a show, join us at Adventures in Stamping on the 24th and the 25th.
Yes.
We're going to be there having a good time. But our sales section is not available right now, unfortunately. The code is OOAKAPR21, all caps, and that is valid today and tomorrow. So along with that, we're going to have a little delay in shipping until April 26th because of Adventures in Stamping, but we will get those out as soon as possible.
Yes.
And then also wanted to go over what next month's craft along is. So it's another shaker, but this time is kind of a more general kind of card. There's no sentiment here, so you can make it, thank you, just because, whatever you feel like doing. And one of our design team members created this with this color scheme, and we were like, that's so pretty.
Stunning, yes.
Yeah, and not what we would usually use, so we were like, let's go for it. So what you're going to get in this bundle is actually a little bit different than usual, because you're going to receive some paper from the Paper Cut, who was on earlier today. I hope you guys watched. They're awesome. So we have this glitter, and the camera doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't. It's gorgeous. At all. Just gorgeous. And it doesn't do the card justice.
No,
really.
It doesn't.
Until you see it in person.
We'll try to post a good pic of it. So this is Gold Touch. You will be getting an A2 size of that. And then you're also going to be getting 2 A2 size pieces of pink lemonade. Again, kind of hard to see, but it's
a nice
gorgeous.
Pale petal pink.
Yes. And then you're also going to get an acetate sheet, and this always messes up the focus. So you're going to get an A2 size acetate sheet as well. And then, of course, you're going to get a Just Glue It. You're going to get
a little pack of sequins.
Yes, a little pack of gold sequins. And these are two different sizes, so it's really cute. And they match this gold really well. You're also going to get the open Dancing Daisies and the Dancing Daisies cover plates. So make sure you save when you cut this daisy that isn't attached.
On each one of them.
Yes, on each one, because you're going to use that in the shaker. And then also, do not throw away your middle pieces because you're going to use it to cut out your centers.
And you can choose the gold for the centers or the pink.
Yep.
That's up to you.
Whichever way you want to do it.
So that is a lot of fun.
Yes. And then one last thing before we get into the actual project, because she has a lot. We have a lot to talk about and a lot to show you with that. So we have a new release. So I'm going to save these for last.
Okay.
So we have the Tweet Bird Cage. This one's really, really fun and gorgeous. I love it.
Couple sample cards.
Yes.
They're so cute. Christmas. We had to make a Christmas card.
Oh, yeah. And then we have the beautiful butterfly. And this one is really beautiful, really soft. And yes, here's a sample that she did. So here's a sample that she did. She did some ink blending.
And inlaid the butterfly.
She's done a lot of awesome samples while I've been getting ready for our in-person show, so shout out to her.
Shout out to you for pricing everything.
Oh, thanks. And then we have the Anchors Away 2.0.
It's a larger anchor than what the previous one was.
Yes.
So that it could be a focal point, and also the mini spring mix could be used.
Yes, and it also works perfect on a slimline or a mini slim, which I'm going to show you
or
in a
an
second.
A2.
Yes. So, and it also comes with waves, a little chain, a sailboat, and then a small little anchor. Yes. Also very excited to announce the Mini Slim collection. So these are 2 sets, and probably more coming, of different Mini Slim. So we have the Mini Slim backdrop set, which is just like any of our other backdrops, where you're going to get that stitch dot around the border, and just various sizes that you can use, which are always awesome. And then we have the Mini Slim frame, which Mama's going to show you what that's all about, but basically it can convert any cover plate that is A2 or slimline to fit the Mini Slim. And then you also have these where you can make little windows. Very fun. Yes, there's so much you can do.
Extend your cover plates too, to be able to use all 3 sizes. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is all of our exciting things.
And now we're getting into the graduation shaker card. So I'm going to let her take it away. But of course, I'm going to still be talking throughout. But she's going to create.
So these were the cards that Jillian designed.
Can I say one thing?
Yep.
She's doing this because when I make shaker cards, I get the sequins and everything everywhere. Like, they go everywhere. So...
yeah. And I do like making them.
They're really fun. They are.
She designed these, and they're a lot of fun because it uses the stitch plaid, but it also uses it in a different way that another design team member discovered. And it's really cool because if you take the 2 of them and you just lay them together, they match. But if you flip them over, I'm going to use it this way, then you get that 2-tone look. And how cool is that?
I love it. It's so cool.
So when she did that, I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't even know it would do that.
I don't think we've used it normally since.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And then somebody said about doing a baby reveal with this, and I think that's a really neat idea. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 colors, decide which you want, you know, on top or on bottom. Now, I like the darker on top because you can't really see the black.
And it's also, orange is such an overpowering color.
Yes. So you just want to make sure.
I like having that little hint of it.
Yes. So hopefully our glue will work because we're down to where we don't have many glues. So you're going to decide what color you want on top. Make sure you can see both colors. And what we're going to do is just glue those together.
Just glue it.
And then I just kind of put a dot here and there.
Yep, just to make sure that, I mean, you're going to be putting stuff on top of it, of course, but just to get it all secure.
So this is like the easy part because they should just match right up.
Which is so cool. Like, that was not intentional.
No. That was really wild away. When she did that, I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't know that.
It's so cool. I love it.
So just the glue it dries quickly, but it does give you a little wiggle room. So there's that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is glue
the acetate
sheet.
So
now,
oh, sorry.
Can I show a trick?
Yeah, go for it.
Make sure you have a dryer sheet handy and just wipe that off.
And I didn't know this. She showed me this today, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, I had a dryer sheet in here, and I couldn't find it. So
that's awesome.
So when you do that, then it's not so bad with the sequins sucking up to it.
Yeah. Or with like other things, like when you cut it and you have like little paper shards from like the other papers that you cut. That's what I've run into.
So then again, you're just going to glue it right around here.
And it's the same size. It's the biggest size of the stitched backdrop. What's it called? Oh my god.
Stitch dot rectangle, I think.
Dot rectangle backdrop. I'm sorry, guys. We have so many things. I'm like, what is the name? So it'll fit on there perfectly.
So there's that.
Because the biggest size of the stitch dot rectangle is the same size as all our cover plates that are A2 size.
So then what you're going to do is, again, use that dryer sheet on there just so it kind of gets any of the static off. And then we're going to take this and our foam. Now, if you have the 1/4 inch foam, you're good. It'll fit right around here. If you don't, you will need to take your foam and cut it in half lengthwise or widthwise.
And sometimes when I'm doing this, I accidentally get it so you can see it a little bit. I just go around the edges and trim it.
Yeah, I need my glasses and I don't know where they are right now, but that's okay. So yes, you can trim it if your acetate sheet will be bigger than what this is. So you will need to trim that as well. And that was in the cutting video.
Yes, we cut it with the stitch dot, but you guys received just a A2 size piece, so.
Right. So there is that. Just put it right around the edges. And you can do this with any, like, it does not have to be the graduation. It doesn't have to be the stitch plaid. You could, you know, use any of the other cover plates or cover plates that you have in your stash. But the handy thing is, and this was not planned when you did this, we didn't know we were getting tape. This is a 1/4 inch, so it works out great.
Perfect. You gotta be precise, but it works.
Right. And like I said, I wish I had my glasses, but I don't know where they are. I think they went to the kitchen. So then you just cut that. Okay, now here's the trick. Because this is pretty close to the same size, we're just going to lay the sequins on here.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't think
Then you don't have to decide if you're centered or not.
Been there, done that, guys.
So I'm just going to take some of the orange sequins, which we used to carry, now we give them as gifts.
And it's really, really fun because also for shakers, I did this in a Tuesday Night Live. You can use things like, here's a mini anchor, so, you know, put little die cuts and stuff in there. Like, I mean,
it does not have to be sequins.
There's a tiny grad cap in the Spring Birdie set.
That would be cute.
That would be really fun to put inside of here for graduation.
That would be adorable.
Or like even mini spring mixes on some stuff.
Yes, that would be so cute. Okay, so then I don't want to get my head in the way, so hopefully this is pretty even.
Looks good to me.
So there is, and this foam tape is a little bit thicker than some that we have had.
Yeah.
And so your sequins do move pretty freely in there. So if you don't have any foam tape, just check out the website. She's got it now.
Yep,
so.
And there's a companion pack with the black and the white.
Yes.
Both of them, so.
I'm using the black today, but the white is wound tighter, so if you get both, one is smaller. Yeah. But they're the same amount of yards, and it's huge. I think it's like 36
It's big,
yards. It's quite a bit. So there is the shaker. I mean, basically, that's how your card is done. Next, it's up to you guys to what you want to do. Now, what I'm going to use is this design, and I have the congratulation. That's hard to say.
Congratulations.
And now this idea came from Jennifer McGuire. It's brilliant because, make sure, see, without my glasses, I can't tell what I'm stamping on there.
It keeps your paper
It's a Cricut mat, an old Cricut mat that I cut up.
And it keeps it all secured and nice. And
yes, especially if you are dealing with this, which it's harder to keep the magnet on. So I'm just going to use the Misty and
Ranger Archival ink in jet black, our go-to.
Which I just got it all over.
Don't worry.
Then I
have a
use
baby wipe.
A ball of twine to press because I do have arthritic fingers. I'm going to do a little more here. That's the beauty of the Misty.
I love it. I love it so much.
So there that is.
Perfect. And then I'll
you
wipe
can
it off.
clean that off. Okay, and then get my grad cap and everything here.
Can I just say it's really weird not having like interaction?
It's very hard not having interaction.
I'm like, wait, I want to read where people are from.
We love talking to you guys, and this is like weird because yeah, we can't. So I'm gonna pop dot this out.
And these are our own dots, which you can also get on the website. You can get the black, you can get the white, or there's a companion pack once again with both colors.
Yes.
I love both. Black is nice if you're doing a darker card, because then you can kind of hide that a little bit.
Yeah, I love the option of black because it is, like with this black grad cap, it works well.
Yep.
So I just put those on there.
And also, while she's doing that...
And they have tabs. I have to show. They have tabs.
Yeah, they do have tabs.
Unless you cut it in half and then you don't have the tab, but...
So that's easy. That's good. If you have long nails, perfect. Another thing, this kit is still available, as well as all the products that come in it. So the graduation, congrats grad stamp set, the stitch plaid, I'm sorry, the grad cap and tassel, and then if you want to add on the mini headline type and number so you can kind of personalize the card even a little bit further, those are available on the website.
Yes.
And I will link to it, but...
So what I'm going to show you is this tassel is so much fun. You can use the other tassels, you know, it's not a problem. Yep. And we have both left and right, so if it's before graduation or after graduation.
And those are sometimes, like, I'm just in the mood to make a quick card and I don't want a 3D element, I'll just pop that on there.
Right. So here I'm using the pedal pusher that's also on the website. And just like your curling ribbon. Okay, then we're going to take our glue and just put a string along there.
As I like to say, yabba dabba glue.
Yabba dabba glue. Then take your twine, lay it in the glue, and just start rolling it. Can you guys see that?
Yep, they can.
Okay. And another use for this tassel is if you want to make like a piñata type thing.
Oh yeah.
Like the shape, and you can put these on it and on a piece of cardstock and then cut your shape out and you would have your piñata ruffles.
Cool.
So there's that, okay? So what we're going to do is you have this little teeny weeny button. So we're going to put that there and we're going to lay the glue in it.
Also,
or lay the twine in it.
I'm curious to know, what are your guys' school colors?
Yeah.
Like, what? I like weird combinations, but I feel like a lot of schools around us are either red and gray, because you have Ohio State, and then one of our local schools. A lot have purple.
Yeah, purple and white is a big one. Purple and yellow is a big one. Mm-hmm. Now, what I do is I take this and then I just cut that off.
So, like, what are your weird school colors? Also, ours... It's weird because we're the Yellow Jackets, but we're orange, and I heard this, I don't know if this story's true, but apparently they ordered the wrong, like, they ordered orange marching band uniforms instead.
Oh, really?
Of yellow. That's what one of my professors told me. And so apparently that's why we're the Yellow Jackets, but we're black and orange.
So there, I added, like, a little dab of glue. Yabba dabba glue.
Gets me every time.
And... she kind of coined that term. So that way it keeps your tassel there.
If you hear that, it's because of me. No, I'm just kidding.
So then I'm going to glue that on there. And I'm trying to decide, I think I want to use foam tape.
Okay, I see you.
So
you're going to use white
I'm going to use the white foam tape.
Sweet. Also, are you going to close your ink?
I might need to close my ink. Sorry. Okay.
Also, if there's like jump cuts in here, it's because I've edited it a little bit because she has something else she needs to show you.
Yeah. That's really fun.
Yes, and we're running low on time, so I just wanted to say that because...
Okay, so here is... I can't get it off of there.
You got it. You can do it. I believe.
Okay. So... just kind of center your sentiment wherever you want it. This is kind of, we left this up to you. We didn't include these in the kits because we thought, one, you may already have sentiment strips that you can use, and two, you may have a different sentiment item you'd like.
Yeah.
So,
and there's so many options on that stamp set.
So there is that, and that's your card. So if you're doing these, you can mass produce these pretty quickly.
Yep.
And if you wanted to add the year on it here, you could there. You could put it here in orange. That would be really pretty.
And I feel like people think that shaker cards are difficult, and it might take a minute to get the hang of them, but once you get started, there's so much fun.
So much fun, and they're like, pretty simple.
Interactive and cool.
So here's the next thing. You have another set, and if you want to make a mini slim, which is so much fun. So there's how that works. But what I'm going to do is I put this together. Then I'm just going to cut it at a little under 3.5 because this is how wide that is. So let me do that.
Are you okay?
No.
What'd you step
on? My toe.
What'd you step it on?
On a lid.
No.
Okay. So let's just cut this.
Step on my toe.
But make sure it is.
Okay, sorry.
Make sure that it's lined up because otherwise, you know. If you cut these separately, you may not get it so it's lined up correctly.
Right.
So you're going to want to do that.
You could glue it together first.
You could glue it together. That might have been a good idea.
You know.
That's why you should do this.
Me coming in hot with the hot takes and the good ideas.
Okay, so we're going to glue that together really quickly.
We're running out of time. If you have questions, leave them below. Again, we are probably both on here watching, maybe on our own laptops, both of us.
Yeah. Pulled over. I won't be driving.
No, she won't. I'm just getting that picture now, like you and you.
I'll be drinking my McDonald's pop.
You're driving with your laptop in your. That's not even possible.
So what this does, this frame converts that so you don't see that cut edge. So we're just going to glue it so it's like that. Okay? So really the easiest way to do that is just glue the top around here. Can you guys see that? I'm sorry. Okay, so turn this over, and that way you can get it centered on there correctly, and you are going to see a little bit of that black edge at the top and the bottom. And some of the glue.
And I was going to say, and a little bit of glue.
But you know what? It dries clear, but you can also just kind of take it right off with that.
Yep.
So there's that, okay? Then it's going to be the same process.
Yep. You put that on, you put your foam tape.
Yep.
And then you put your sequins, and then that size is the same, so you can put the sequins on top of here, or on here, and then
flip it over if you want.
Yep.
Yep.
Or you could do what she did on the other one and put them on the back.
Which is what I would probably do. So again, dry your sheet. I do not know where my glue holder is because I believe, nope, I thought it was packed. We just got a new stock of these coming, so just hold it.
Just hold it.
So there's what you're going to do is put that on there. So we're just putting some drops of
Jupiter.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I added that song to our road trip playlist.
Okay, so, and it's kind of the same thing. Unless you have 1/2" tape, then you can use that.
I'm dying. That's so funny.
Laughing at our own jokes.
I am.
So if you have 1/2" tape, this frame is 1/2". So, this frame is 1/2". So you won't have to be cutting it in half. You can just use it as is. And I don't know why I go left to right with the foam tape. It's crazy. I have no reasoning.
I just kind of do it in whatever way.
I have no reasoning for it to go left to right, but like
whatever way doesn't feel awkward in my hands.
Yeah, true. Okay, so there's that. And again, we're just going to take those off. And this doesn't have to be for a grad card. This could be, you could put a thank you on it. You could do all sorts of,
I was going to say,
all occasion.
was gonna say you could use sympathy, but I don't think you'd want a sympathy card.
You could do a black, you know, you could do a black and white sympathy card, and it would be kind of pretty with the plaid. So again, you're just gonna set that right down on top of there. Here's how you make a mini slim shaker with that and cover the edges.
Yep.
And that is all we have for you.
Yes.
And we thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Carol and Brian for putting all these awesome events together. And I hope you guys have had a really fun day full of awesome projects. So,
and thank you to Brian for letting us pre-record.
So I can live my dream.
Yep. So.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you at the next one. And join us every Tuesday night for our Tuesday Night Lives.
Yep. Thanks,
right.
guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.